All right. Good morning, cyber traders, and happy Tuesday, everybody. Just a couple of more days until we have New Year's Eve coming up. But a couple of good moving stocks yesterday, shockingly, was actually not really a bad day. We had a couple of nice little movers. I'm looking excited to talk about it. I want to talk a little really quick about silver. Okay. So silver has definitely made a huge comeback. And you know what? I think I'm going to start something new. We always had what's called the Trump effect. Trump has been probably one of the best presidents for the stock market in a way. And remember, please, I don't care what you feel about him. Don't take it personal. But listen, there's a president that when he says something that is going to happen, he actually does it, and it affects certain stocks. And I think a lot of these companies, I always say, they're taking it seriously now. When we get these politicians, they only do not, half what they say they're going to do, and only 10% they actually do. What he does, a lot. But there's somebody else that is making a big effect into the market, and that is Elon Musk. So I got a tweet yesterday. I was looking at Elon Musk talking about silver, and I wish I had the tweet in front of me to share it with you. But listen, we all know what a powerhouse he is. Anything he does is obviously certain stocks. But he mentioned that something happened with China, where China is on January 1st is going to stop all silver exporting, something like that. Don't hold me to it, but that's what I think I thought I read on it. And Elon Musk said this is a major, major breach and major problem, because silver is not just about, the like gold and everything else. Silver has a lot to do with components in electronics and robotics and everything else. They do use a lot of silver for that. So, so looking at what happened with silver, I know Josh and posted that we were talking about that someone got a big margin call on silver, but and that's one of the reasons why silver took a hit. But from what I saw, and the bounce on it, I don't know if it has something to do with the Elon Musk running. But let's keep an eye on silver. I know a lot of you guys did trade silver on it. Very small shares yesterday, Michael. You gave me about $4 on silver and SLV. Now, remember, there are other ETFs out there in silver. I'm a big fan of PAS, PAAS. That's another one that was trading with it. But yeah, you can see these stocks had some really good moves. Let's keep a very, very close on it. Who's interested in silver? Watch it from Erica Spratt. Talks about what Fausto's just mentioned. Oh, there you go. Well, Andrea, thanks for sharing that. Really great. I'm glad that you brought that up, but I think I'm going to, that's the link over there on YouTube if you guys want to watch it. And thanks, Andrea, for sharing that. That is awesome. All right, let me just put that in there for anyone here that would like to read on that. All right. So that's the thing on basically, I would keep an eye on it. And this is what was great. Now, listen, once again, if you like Elon Musk and you're one of those big protesters out there when he jumped on the Trump train and wanted to damage everyone's Tesla, listen, it's free world. You can do what you want. But when you're in my world and in the trading business, okay, there are some people that I don't like. I'll tell you one person I don't like, okay? I don't like BlackRock. I don't like who they are. I like what they stand for. They control way too many countries. They own way too much money. But when they came out with the IBIT, I wasn't the first person like, oh, I hate them so much, I'm going to short it. Yeah, that wouldn't work out too well for us. All right. So once again, you're in the trading business. This is your job. You're not going to. You just got to keep in mind. You do not discriminate. You do not take things personal, because you will get crushed in this business, okay? And I always tell that one all the time, okay? That's why you're still in the business. All these brokerage firms, if they took things personal, Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan and Merrill Lynch will still be around today. So anyway, keep an eye on silver. not only as a day trade, but as a swing trade. Okay. Oh, you know what? While I'm on it, I'll just talk about it one more thing about Elon Musk. Maybe some of you remember the time when he was talking about Doge. Remember, all of a sudden he was a big fan of Bitcoin. All of a sudden, Doge took off and stuff like that. He does definitely have he has a huge microphone, and also on Twitter. So you know what? We also what happened with GameStop, with the Roaring Kitty, big, you know, a big microphone himself, and it worked out pretty well. So anyway, keep an eye on it. Anyway, let's go through some of the stocks that we traded yesterday before we start going into today's watch list. So we had a really good day of stocks yesterday. BANI moved up really nice. Not an expensive stock, but it moved up pretty nicely. Went from $1.40 to $2.60. We had SOFA. SOFA was also another nice mover. She's moving again this morning. We're going to put that back on the watch list. SOFA. That was a great call. 9:30. I went from like 2 to 350. She's moving up again. SIDU, another stock that is also continuing to move again this morning. That one is going back on the watch list, SIDU. So that one looks pretty good. ZSL, that one, that was the short of the silver. You could see how it's going back down again. So that one was a good move yesterday, but now it's going back down. SLS, that one, very strong stock. Good little swing trade right there. It's kind of flat right now, but that one there, and LPTH, that one, great run in the morning, and it had a good push going to the afternoon. It is testing October's high, so I think it's probably done for now. And then obviously Tesla took a big hit yesterday, and also TSLL. All right, which follows side by side. All right, so we had a couple of stocks this morning. Josh did do a list that he posted up at 7:49 this morning. If you're not subscribed to our Telegram or our X, we did post that up there. We're going to go through them, but there are some other stocks that did show up. We all know that silver is one of them. So we have SLV. Let me just bring this up over here. On my second screen. All right, but we're going to go through the big percentage gainers first. Okay, so we had this stock, had a big run yesterday, EKOS. This stock got destroyed. She's a little bit, great volume. Okay, so this one's not bad. EKSO, just writing this down. That one's not that bad. I don't really like it's not trending, breaking new highs. This one's up 46%. It's a gap up from yesterday, but it's not going anywhere. I'm not going to put it on the watch list because, you know what? Maybe it'll come in later. I want to see if there's anything else out there. Remember, we are in one of the slowest weeks of the year, so we want to be a little picky, but whatever's out there, we'll make a move. This one, big pop-up after hours. She's continued to go up. CETX. We'll keep an eye on that one too. Let me see if I can check out the orders on that one. Probably got great orders. I mean, traded 12 million shares in pre-market already. This one's on the downtrend. This one looks like about drama. This one gapped up a little bit, but she's kind of flat right now. 13 million shares, pretty cheap. We'll put this on the B list. All right, 18%, kind of flat. This one's not bad. I like this one right here. SIDU. Great volume, good spread. This is the one that was from yesterday. It's on our watch list already. So it's continued to get that trend. If you go back 2 years, you could see we do got some resistance. I remember we traded the stock around this time. It ran from $1 to about $6. So yeah, this thing can move if it wants to. Could be a short squeeze. Whenever you see something runs up that big, usually are. This one just gapped up pretty big. I don't know what this is all about. She just started making a move. Spread's kind of ugly, though. SOFA, we already know about that. It's back on the move again, but it's been downtrending. All right, so we're down to 9%. We don't want to go any further than that. Losers, any good losers out there? Nothing much. New York Stock Exchange, looks like we got a buyout in ONTF. AMTD is always a fun stock to trade. Doesn't really look like it's moving too much, though. This one's way too expensive. All right, Boyle's on the move. Looks like it's starting. Looks like got pretty beat up and now starting to make a little bit of a move now. But that stock is very, very difficult to trade. It's good in the first 30 minutes. Okay, the power hour, we always say, is now the power half hour going to this time of the year. It looks like natural gas is moving, so that's one of the reasons why Boyle's probably moving. All right, that pretty much does it. All right, traders. So we got about 15 minutes. Nate Gas is moving this morning. Yep. Like I said, George, we got those up there. Okay. We got those up there. And I don't know if that has something to do. I mean, I know that Trump was with the president of Ukraine. So I don't know if the war's ending. I don't know if that's going to have something to do with it. But, you know, it's all those things all come into factor. All right, guys, let's get ready for the market opened up. If you're watching on social media, listen, today we're having open house. All right. So you got the QR code right there. Take your phone. I'm posting it right now. Scan it. Or you can go to that email address that we gave you, www.ctu.co. Free. And we are going to be broadcasting live at 12 o'clock. So we'll be back at 12. I also have the start of phase 3 that's going on today. So if you're a gold student or higher, I will see you in the next hour. This is the final classes of our phases, and we'll recycle them again and do them new ones starting in January. So today's phase 1, lesson 1. So whoever's going to be with me, I'll see you at 9:35. For everyone else, do not leave. If you're a new trial member, if you want to know more about the classes, don't worry, John or any of our education advisors will tell you a little bit about it. But you'll be with Josh the whole time. So we'll have 2 separate rooms going on. Live trading with me for the students to learn how to trade. All the live traders stay in the trading floor. And like I said, if you're on social media, there's your link. We'll see you back at 12. So please go out there and share it. See you guys in about 15 minutes. Do not go anywhere. Good luck today, all right? Happy trading.